Hello, welcome. I'm Mishra Anam. Welcome to Return to Joy. And this is our 7-day exploration to increase the flow of joy in our lives. Now, as you know, that joy is a very powerful and somewhat contagious energy. It ripples out through us and through others when we have joy. And joy actually is also very powerful in diffusing a lot of the other, let's say, lower vibrational energy. That's what we sometimes identify those with. And also when it comes to diffusing, let's say, any type of anger, judgment, and other things that we don't really want to see, we can diffuse those energies with joy too. When you vibrate at a higher vibration and when you are operating from joy, you can actually attract solutions faster, and manifestation happens faster too because there's less resistance in your system, and that allows the cosmic forces and the forces of or the energies of manifestation that you're looking for to flow through you more easily. So that's why it's a powerful process, or it's a powerful energy. And when we create from joy, we open up a lot of different possibilities. And sometimes we can even attract solutions that we haven't even thought about. So with joy, all of those are possible. And if you are looking at today's world and thinking, why are all these things happening? We sometimes see like so many things, they look like the whole world has gone crazy. So when we can bring in a lot of higher joy vibration into the process, into humanity, into our collective consciousness, and allow those energies to ripple out, we can diffuse those energies faster too, and then we can operate more from a higher vibration. So, I just want to welcome you to this process. And as you go through the 7 days, just make sure that you participate fully. You go through each day's exercise, because the exercises will help you to open up more and stay more aligned with joy. And then you can listen to the journeys and exploration multiple times throughout the day. And even after you complete the program, you will have access to listening and watching the audio and video. So just go through the processes multiple times, throughout the day. And, time to time, go through the 7-day process on your own. So that way you can continuously give yourself boosts of joy, and the energies of joy will open up a lot of your senses and help you to operate more from a higher level of consciousness. When we bring in those energies for the collective consciousness, and as we join together and we all begin to infuse more joy for the planet, we can create a ripple effect faster, and then we can notice that major shifts are happening. Now, whether they happen in a month or in 2 months or in a year, it doesn't really matter. Our process or our task is to initiate the process, and then we want to maintain it and support it and keep infusing joy and allow the cosmic energies to work out all the details and fine-tune everything, and then we can allow manifestation to happen in our physical world. Okay. With the 7-day exploration, you also have access to a joy matrix imprint. And let me actually explain a little bit about the matrix imprint. So I will share my screen with you so you can see it. There is the matrix imprint. The way you play with this is, think about this as a 3-dimensional image. And you can walk inside it, or you can jump inside it. It has its own environment. A matrix imprint is just that. It's almost like a virtual reality that exists within an image. So there's a lot of holographic programming and all kinds of energetic programming go into this, and all of those programmings will help you to absorb a lot of joy energies faster. And when you look at the image, notice the colors, notice the spirals, notice some of the waves, notice some of the shapes, the geometry, notice a lot of the stars. These are all connected to different types of energies. All these stars that you see in the image, they are all connected to actual stars. So you can tune into some of these stars on the screen and connect with different high vibrational stars and simply absorb the energy. So time to time, you can simply look at the matrix imprint on your phone or on your computer, or if you print it out in color, then look at the color copy and just gaze at it gently and allow a gentle mist to come to you from the matrix imprint. Yeah, that's one way to play, and notice your sensations. Allow those energies to spiral through you and simply open up to more joy. Your vision or your idea or goal at the time is to allow more joy and to open up to more joy in all areas of your life. So that's one way to play. Another way to play is think about this image environment in front of you and walk inside it or jump inside it. It's almost like you are entering a virtual reality environment. And when you walk into it or jump inside it, look around, walk around, fly around, touch different stars, touch the waves, go through the images and all the energies, wave your hand, move your hand around and notice the sensations. Begin to journey through this image and through all the layers of this image, and then notice your sensations. As you're playing with these energies, you're giving yourself some tune-up around high vibration of joy. And you can also connect with the image with a particular goal or vision or idea that, okay, I would love to attract this. I would love to manifest this. Not from a place of need that, oh my God, I must have this, otherwise, I'm done, I'm, finished, there's no hope. Not from that energy, but from the other side of like wonder and curiosity energy. Like, I wonder how I can allow more joy in my life. I wonder how I can increase my income. I wonder how I can find new contracts. I wonder how I can help the planet more. I wonder how I can help my family more. I wonder what ideas I can come up with to launch my new programs or new books or services. Whatever your goals are or whatever your vision is, think about the magical scenario. Think about the best case scenario that you can think of now and go into the matrix imprint with that energy to open up to possibilities. And when you are connected to the matrix imprint, simply allow the energy of the imprint to spiral through you and through your universe, raising the vibration of joy and possibilities. Okay, so that's a fun way to play with the matrix imprint. And as you play every day during these 7 days, and even after the 7 days, you will notice that you're getting more and more used to noticing the matrix imprint and the environment, and you're actually opening up your senses more so you can see more, hear more, feel more. You can sharpen your intuition too, and simply play. So these 7 days are our playtime, and just look at it that way. Don't think joy as a project. Think about where you would like to add more joy, and then ask yourself, what activities can I do this month to increase more joy in that area? So begin to play that way. And each day, as you go through the 7 days, please make sure to go through that day's exercise. When you go through the short exercise, it will put you in that mode to give yourself a more or a stronger tune-up with joy. Okay. So as we play together and help ourselves with bringing in more joy, what we will do is we will keep rippling out that energy to the entire planet and to the collective consciousness. So other people around you and in your city, state, country, and eventually the world will pick up that high vibration of joy. And when enough of us can continue to spread those ripples out to the entire planet, we will notice a significant shift in the energy of how we do things and how governments run, how companies run, how organizations run, and around everything else. Okay, so it's a fun exploration for all of us. Let's make sure that we playfully, we do the exercises, we play with the matrix imprint, we help each other, let's keep sending out a lot of joy energy to the whole community and to the whole planet so that everybody can benefit from our collective journey. Now, each day you will also experience a journey and processing that we will go through together. And except for the first day and the last day, other days are going to be shorter because I will mostly take you through the journey, and then just you can go through the journey on your own after we are done, and you can sometimes play the journey, at home or at home, not necessarily when you're working for another company. So make sure if you do that, you're doing that during lunch break or something. But let's play a lot with the energy and the processing. And once you've done that once or twice, just play with the energy on your own. Yeah. And those of you who have different holographic tools and programs, you can mix and match as I'm taking you through the journey. You can run other tools too. Okay, especially if you have the Unlock Inner Joy holographic program, continuously keep running that throughout the day and night as you are experiencing this process and the journeys, with the 7 days, because the vortex energy the program creates when you activate it, that will increase the joy in every cell of your body. Okay, so we will play a lot with some of these energies. And when I take you through journeys, especially if you're brand new to how I do the processes and how I help you to play with the holograms, a lot of times you will notice that I'm quiet. When I'm quiet, I'm actually noticing the information, looking at the patterns in the hologram, and running different processes in the background to help you. Now, whether you go through the processes live or you watch or listen to the replay, really doesn't matter, because that's how everything is set up in the hologram. Once you go through the process, you will receive all the benefits. So let's make sure that we play together, and every day let's do a few things to increase the flow of joy. Whether it's listening to some music that you really like, or taking a walk in nature, or doing other things, just notice what type of activities help you to raise your vibration of joy, and see how you can add more of those in your daily lives. Okay. All right, great. Let us begin our day 1 journey and processing. Today, we will play with shifting the energies around joy so we can transform any resistance that you may have in your system from absorbing more joy or allowing more joy in your life and living from a higher vibration of joy. Gently close your eyes. Focus on your heart and begin to breathe in and out. Let's bring up spiraling earth energies from the center of earth and allow those energies to come up through your lower chakras and your feet for grounding. And let's bring down the spiraling rays of the sun through your higher chakras and your crown. You are inside a vortex between the earth and the sun. And allow the energies to get stronger for you. Tune into your heart and focus on joy. Focus on living a joyful life. And focus on allowing everything to be easy. I will run a scanning of your system, including your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and beliefs. And in the hologram, I will begin to isolate timeline connections, old event connections, old programming, and resistance to joy. Anything that prevents you from allowing more joy, let's begin to isolate them, identify them, and then I'll begin to transform those energies. Simply notice your senses as all those events and issues and patterns are identified. And sometimes you may have some of those memories or sensations coming up to the surface. Notice them. Notice what's coming up for you now. Let's begin to dissolve and diffuse resistance to joy. In the background, I will also run some of the holographic tools like the rings of harmony to flush out old energies and stuck energies and feelings and sensations that prevent you from allowing more joy. You can imagine or visualize dirty water coming out of you and from every day of your life and going into a recycling bin to get recycled. The dirty water represents all the stagnant energies and energies that prevent you from allowing joy. Any fear, judgment, anger, shame, guilt, betrayal, resentment, or things that happened in your past, things that happened in your family, things that happened in your soul journey that's influencing you now. Let's begin to shift those energies. Let's flush them out of your system. I will also use some pixelation process where I convert some of those deeper resistance into tiny fragments so that your brain and your body no longer have any connections to them, and they don't want to hold on to those images and feelings and experiences anymore because the fragmented version make no sense to you anymore. Notice or imagine your field, your cells in your body is becoming more joyful and vibrant. If you could see colors, then notice that every cell is becoming brighter and shinier. As I continue to shift some of the patterns in the background, begin to focus on joy. What is your vision of a joyful life? What would you love to experience or create or manifest? Think about that and move into that energy. Let's breathe in and out deeply and gently. I will now bring in the energies of joy and celebration from the collective consciousness, from the nature, and from the cosmos. Allow a gentle mist of these energies to begin to spiral through you. Notice it, imagine it, visualize it, feel it. Notice with all of your senses. Begin to infuse more joy into every cell of your body and allow these energies to ripple out to every day of your life, past, present, and future. You can imagine or visualize ripples or waves of joy and celebration energies going out from you to every day of your life. Allow the energies to keep getting stronger. Notice your senses and begin to focus on some joyful events and activities that you have experienced in your life. As you tune into those energies, you will absorb more joy and allow more joy. Allow your heart to open up and receive a stronger flow of joy. With every breath, you're absorbing more joy in your cells and in your life. Let's breathe in and out deeply and gently a few more times. Come back to your present moment. Rub your hands together and gently open your eyes. Welcome back. That was fun and powerful. So throughout the day, as you go through your life and your activities, begin to ask the question, in which areas can you receive more joy? Where would you like to receive more joy in your life? And then create a list of those areas and then ask yourself, what are some activities that you can do so you can begin to receive more joy in those areas starting this month? So that's your exercise for today. Let's go through that exercise and let's keep playing with the energies of joy and think about the vortex energy of joy and celebration that we created. Simply tune into it, notice it, allow it to spiral through you, and begin to look at joyful solutions for everything. Doesn't matter what situation you face, immediately ask yourself a question. What can be a joyful solution? What could be a magical solution? How can everything work out with ease and grace? I wonder how fast I can manifest this. So begin to ask that type of questions. And as you ask those questions, you will redirect your thought process from what's showing up now to what you would love to experience. And as you create a vibrational resonance to that option that you desire, that shows up in your reality. So thank you for joining. Have a magical day playing with joy. Now, one other thing I want to mention before we leave is that we have a contest running, and the contest is only available for the live participation now for these 7 days. So each day, as you complete your exercise for the day, notice that there will be a comment or a thread on Facebook Return to Joy page saying day 1 contest or day 2 contest, day 3 contest, day 7 contest. So put your activities or experience there. You can share your experience from the journey, from running some of these tools and processes, and you can also share your activities about what you have done to create more joy. And when you are sharing your activities, through midnight, so you have to enter whatever you want to post by midnight Pacific US time. So after that, the next morning, we will compile those and we will look at all the entries that you have made. And from the names, we will use, I will use a random number generator to pick a name. And then you will, whatever name gets picked, there will be a prize for that day. Okay, so once you complete today's activities, the prize you will receive tomorrow is the Cosmic Creation class with Bubble Nebula that will actually happen tomorrow morning. Okay, so make sure that you go through the exercise daily, and you can enter multiple times. That's fine too. You will just be added to the entry more than once, because every time you're entering something, now that doesn't include putting a smiley face in reply to somebody else. So it is your entry. So make sure that you put or you post in the right thread for the right day by midnight. You can post after midnight too, but we will compile everything that comes to us by midnight, and then a winner will be picked each day. Okay, so it will make it more fun, and let's play with joy, and let's have a lot of fun. Okay, so I will, if you have any questions you would like to ask or any experience you would like to share, feel free to raise your hand by using the control panel, and I will go through those experiences. And if you are submitting a question using the chat window, then I will do that too. Most likely I will go through the some Q&A on day 1 and day 7, and maybe I'll add another day in the middle, and the other days will be mostly some journeys and exploration around that particular day's topic. So I'm just looking to see if there are any questions. Some of you are sharing, that's great. And yes, the replay will be available. You can simply go to the page for day 1 and make sure you go to each day's page, throughout the day, because in the morning before the class, I will post some of the activities, the day's exercise, and after the class, you will find the video link that you can watch, and then you can simply watch the journey, especially if the timing doesn't work out for you, then you can always watch the replay. But when you join live, it's more fun because together we are playing with certain type of energy and activities. Okay. All right, so I don't see any so where do you get the holographic program, Joy? So when I mention any of the program, to make it easy, what I will do is I will add those links on that day's page after the class, because I know majority of you who are joining and you have been playing with me for some time, you may already have a lot of the tools, but many of you are brand new. So if you want to find out about any of the tools that we are using and how you can use it on your own, and because holographic tools are very simple to use, you can simply call in the tool and run it once you have the installation. It's not a computer program, it's more of a consciousness program. So it's almost like you have the installation comes from the audio or video, and depending on the tool, and then once you have it, you just activate it by using an activation command and allow the program to run through your thoughts, feelings, emotions, belief, through your field. So it just makes everything very easy, because you could be doing other things while you're using some of the tools in the background. So I will post those links just to make it easy for you, so you know what I have referred to. Okay. So thank you very much for your journey today with me, and let's come back every day. Also remember, tomorrow we have daylight savings in the US. Time changes, and wherever you are, make sure that you adjust your time. And then we our time will still be 9 a.m. Pacific or noon Eastern, but wherever you are, there may be an hour time different if you are not changing your time, in your country or in your state. Okay, so let's make sure that you join, and you can join the right time at the right time by learning more about the time changes if you're not familiar with it. So have fun. Have fun playing with joy, and let's explore joy throughout the day. Let's do some fun activities, and let's keep sending out a lot of joy energy for the entire planet, for all humanity, for all plants and animals, for all governments, all countries, so we can all collaborate more and be more joyful and create from a high vibration of joy. So have a magical rest of your day and looking forward to playing with you more.